Connor Briggs was no soldier, no explorer, no hero. Just a maintenance guy on the orbital station Kestrel 9, drifting around the edge of the neutral zone. He fixed leaky plasma conduits, unclogged sanitation vents, and occasionally played space chess with the bored AI. Life was simple, predictable. Until Deck 12, he was rerouting cooling flow in the Arboretum subgrid when he heard the hiss, a strange rhythmic pulse. Curious but cautious, he followed it, plasma wrench still in hand. He turned the corner and stopped. A girl stood there. Not human, silver blue skin shimmered under the UV lights. Her hair floated weightlessly around her face like strands of liquid emerald, and her eyes wide, luminous, alien locked onto him. Connor raised his hand slowly. Hey there, you lost. She blinked once. Then move, fast. Before he could even flinch, she lunged, biting down hard into his shoulder. He yelped, stumbled back, but her teeth didn't pierce skin. Instead, something sharp and hot pulsed into him, a venom maybe, or suddenly. She released him, stared into his eyes, and said in a language his translator implant couldn't decipher. Then, she fainted. Security arrived 10 minutes later, too late for anything useful. Medics took the girl, and Connor was rushed to the infirmary. Blood tests showed no pathogens, but his heart rate had tripled and stayed that way for 2 hours. His brainwave patterns shifted. His vision got sharper. The doc muttered something about genetic resonance. Then she arrived, Ambassador Threxila, of the Leorari Dominion, matriarch of the Second Brood, and one of the most politically dangerous beings in this quadrant. 7 feet tall, draped in living robes of iridescent silkworms, and a voice like a cello wrapped in thunderdot. She didn't wait for clearance. She stormed into the infirmary, her honor guards pushing past personnel. Which male, she growled, was bidden? Connor raised a hesitant hand. Threxila studied him, then turned to the medic. Has the bonding completed? Bonding. He lives, she declared. He is chosen. My daughter has invoked the right of fangs, by law, custom, and genetics. He is now her mate. Connor blinked. Wait, mate, as in permanently? Threxile turned to him, her face unreadable. She has selected you, and I approve. You are sturdy, unmodified, and possess excellent callus distribution, ideal for longevity and clutch protection. I fix toilets. You fix what is broken. That is honor work. She paused. Your scent has changed. You carry her. Mark, lady, this is all a huge misunderstanding. The medbay doors hissed open again. The girl, now awake, entered. She smiled shyly at Connor. Her name, according to the ambassador, was Visari, and apparently her bite wasn't. An attack thought it was a proposal. Word spread fast. Within a day, Connor became the most talked about human on the station. Some mocked him. Others feared what this might mean for human-Leorari relations. Interstellar mating laws were a diplomatic minefield. But it didn't end there. 2 days after the bite, Connor started understanding Visari's native language without implants. His reflexes sharpened. His skin became slightly more resistant to radiation. The medics were baffled. The Leorari were elated. The bond was real and it was working. Then came the pirates. A group of Orcian mercenaries tried to hijack Kestrel 9, aiming to ransom the ambassador. They disabled power across multiple decks, flooded corridors with gas, and stormed the Arboretum where Visari was meditating. They didn't expect Connor. He wasn't a soldier, but he was bonded. He found her first unconscious again from the gas. Something primal surged in his veins. His hands moved before thought. He grabbed the plasma torch, rerouted a conduit, and flooded the room with searing ultraviolet light. The Orcian stumbled. He charged. It wasn't graceful. It wasn't tactical. But it was brutal. By the time security arrived, 3 pirates were out cold, and the 4th was dangling upside down from an irrigation pipe, screaming about the glowing-eyed ape thing. Visari woke, looked at Connor and whispered, "My mate is strong." Threxile arrived minutes later. She didn't say anything, just placed a ceremonial talon on his shoulder and nodded dock that night. The ambassador made a public declaration. The human known as Connor Briggs would be recognized as first male of the second brood, with all diplomatic rights and privileges thereof. Doc Connor stared at the hollow screen. "Do I get dental?" "You now wield the protection of the Dominion fleet," Threxila said. "Also, a modest jungle moon. Cool." "Wait, moon?" Visari giggled, brushing his cheek with her strange, warm fingers. "You are not just maintenance anymore," Connor sighed, gripping his plasma wrench tighter. "Guess I better fix up the honeymoon suite."